Hi, Gemini. This is Just with your May 12th, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Gemini, looks like this week, some of you, your challenge is definitely dealing with some type of disappointment, separation into a situation. I know we was or I spoke on that with the surprises if some of you checked that out. So again, a heartbreak, a disappointment, a separation from a place or people that you really care about, as someone that really meant a lot to you, something that you thought was going to go one way, is going a different way. And your challenge this week is going to be to kind of disconnect from it and feel okay about it, like without guilt, without being able to pick the pieces up and move on and still come out of it the victor, or come out of it with something. Okay, like you don't want to take a complete loss this week. Some of you could have visited someone could have passed away, I see. So my condolences if that is the case. Okay, but I do see a passing or someone going to someone's funeral, that sort of thing. There definitely was some kind of healing. Your mother could have been very much prominent. This week may have been, or this last week, I should say, last week may have been a difficult week for you because your mother may not be with us. So yeah, some of you were in remembrance of your mother. And I get very strongly, especially if she was a fire sign. I get Leo. Your mother could have been, but obviously anyone's mother's all different kind of signs. Some of you definitely, you're coming into this week fighting, conflicts, issues. And it's like the littlest damn thing can turn into a whole big damn fight. Hopefully there's not going to be a literal fight that Gemini's, like a literal fight at the workplace, a literal fight with your neighbor, a literal fight with someone that you love. It's weird because it's almost like you've got to get this out. Everyone has to say their part. Everyone, someone has to almost like fight to the death, in order for you guys to put everything down and say, okay, now we can heal. I've said what I said. You said what you said. And it may have to be like I curse you out. You curse me out. I shove you around. You shove me around. Hopefully, like I said, it doesn't come into anything physical. And for some of you, it literally, you may feel like you have to fight for the death to get a job. Like, I have to put it all out there. I have to get in and fight dirty with the rest of everyone. You may feel like you're being attacked, like you have to, defend yourself from this person and that person and this person and that person. And I feel like you will. And by the end of it, you will feel like you're at the road of healing. Okay, now you can put it behind you. You've said your piece. They've said their piece. You've slung in the mud with them. They've slung in the mud with you. So if you feel like you're a Gemini that tries to take the high road, you may be taking the low road. Deep down inside, you want to leave. You want to just take whatever you can and go, but you can't. You can't, because some of you are stubborn. Some of you are in over your head with something and you can't just leave. Okay. You may, have just signed your lease, and to break it is going to break you. So you're kind of stuck with something, even though you really just want to leave. Okay. But again, the sacrifice is too great for you to leave. And you're like, well, damn it, I'm just going to have to fight my way through. Or damn it, I'm just going to have to fight, face the fire. Like, you're going to have to face this fire this week. And it's not pleasant because Geminis love to just kind of be easy and chill and, have a good time. But you're ready to play chess. Some of you are playing chess. Absolutely. You may have someone who is going to be your partner in crime this week. You will have someone who's going to stand up and defend with you. Okay. So you won't feel completely alone in it. Okay. And it's so weird. And I just got this for some of you, the person that you may felt at one point was your opponent becomes your partner, becomes, an advocate for you. But I definitely see another person standing there for you. Now, I also have to say, if you guys are doing anything unethical, if you've gotten caught, if you're going to be in court because you've gotten caught with something, I see two people maybe standing up as witnesses against you. Okay. But it looks like if you have an attorney, you have an amazing attorney. They have so much at their disposal. I feel like it is going to work out for some of you if you have a court situation. This is a huge lesson for some of you Geminis. I feel like some of you need to learn your lesson. I feel like a lot of you need to be a little emotionally available, especially you Gemini men. I feel Gemini women needs to be a little bit more balanced. There's something to be said here. I feel like if some of you do charity work, like you give, like you're giving and you're not expecting nothing in return, your energy karmically will change for the better. I think Geminis are very much self-preservating type of a sign. You've done that quite a lot. Don't come to me for those of you who like, I give a lot, I do charity. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some of you guys who, you're always looking, because you have Scorpio in the 6th house. So you're always plotting and planning in your everyday life. You're always finding how you can finesse a situation. Come on now. You guys do. So this is a time that is a bit of a difficult time for you guys coming into this week. And you're not going to be able to just feel like, oh, I tricked the system. Oh, I know the matrix. No. You're going to have to fight your way through tooth and nail. And even to get on the other side of a healing process will take you some time. If you're looking for work, it's not going to be easy. Your words are not going to be able to get you there. You're going to have to roll up your sleeves and get down and dirty like everyone else. But if you approach the situation in a very emotionally vulnerable place, which if you have moon in Cancer, that may be easy for you to do, right? Become very likable because in that way, I feel. But if some of you guys approach a situation where everyone's coming at you, or you feel like, you have to fight fire with fire, where you will benefit and where you have leverage is coming from a place emotionally tempered. So not being angry with a person that's angry, right? Not trying to play chess, playing chess. Yeah, that's a good thing to play chess. If someone is standing up against you, yes, that will help you. But fighting fire with fire, like literally getting down in the mud with people, will not necessarily benefit you. It will take a lot longer for the situation to heal, but to come from a place of love, caring, and understanding, albeit that is going to be a challenge. That's why I led with, this is what you're going to do, which is get in the mud with people, because that's the challenge, but it's also a benefit. Okay. And for all of you, it'll be different. So I'm not going to go through, in what categories and what examples it could be, because this is just the theme, control yourself, basically. And although it'll be just easier to just chuck it all and leave, but you can't even do that. So this is like a karmic ass lesson Geminis are going through. How many of you guys are going to win and come on the other side of it? Time will tell, right? The advice here is for you to resist creating a shitstorm, or try to discipline yourself and try to retain or restrain yourself when all hell breaks loose, because all hell is about to break loose for some of you this week. So when all hell is breaking loose, try to just, everything I'm getting for those of you who this is going to be the case is restrain, try to restrain. By the end of the week, it gets much better by the end of the week. I feel that some of you are going to definitely be paying something. So hopefully you got some money stored away somewhere, because you're going to have to pay. Money is going to be coming in, but money is going to also be going out. And this is karmic too. So for some of you, by the end of the week, you're going to understand what side of karma you're on, because either you're going to get some money in, and possibly twice. Okay. And here's the thing. You're going to get money in for some of you, but it is karmically set up to see what you're going to do with this money. So money is being given to you, and someone may come out of nowhere and ask you for some money. And it's going to be a challenge for you to not want to keep all your money, to not want to do what you said you were going to do. So be very conscious and careful of how you're handling money. If you're hoarding money, if you're not opening your hand and giving money, if you're not giving to people that you said you was going to give to, because karmically it's going to come back to you. Okay. Now, some of you have a karmic blessing coming your way financially. Others of you, karmically, is going to be a problem. Yeah. Karmically, it could be an issue, a problem, or it could just very well be you're getting money in, money is, then someone's there for you, you're there for someone, and karmically, that's how things are going to set up for you. And the cycle will go on that way, with people be there for you when you need it, and that's how you kind of change that energy to start to be more positive. But I definitely see things being a lot positive and a lot more better for you guys as we get closer to the weekend coming up and going into the next week. I do see trying to work with people. Feminine energy will be more willing to want to work with you. I feel like you have to very much be on the ready of defending yourself when it comes to men. I feel like some of you kind of want to work things out, and you will get on a page with a particular person, but it's that type of thing where you fight, you fuss, you fall out, then you try to work things out. Okay, you work things out only to know that you're not going to be friends. It's that type of thing. Like, yeah, we settled things, but no, we'll never talk to each other again. No, we're not friends like that anymore. Like when we see each other in passing, hi, how's everything? But we don't hang out. We don't, like, something is about to change in the way that you interact with a particular person. There is a love that is going to be lost. And since we're talking about it, let's get into love. Some of you, definitely, there's a breakup. Could be in a third party situation. But I do see that there's some type of a heartbreak, a pain associated with someone that you had a long-standing relationship with, a family. Someone you could have saw yourself with, a family. And the challenge, I feel, is to get over this heartbreak and pain, to avoid this heartache and pain with someone that meant the world or meant so much to you, getting your own sense of happiness back, and not resulting to your negative ways of thinking or resulting to negative actions, if that makes any sense. I do feel that some of you, there may have been this conflict I see here, definitely conflict, and nobody's backing down. And like I said, you're going to heal from a situation. You will heal from it. And you do want to kind of free yourself from the situation and just move on, but you can't. You've got to wait, because again, if you try to just end things right now, the two of you may have some assets, something practical, some money's involved. This person could be paying your bills. There's something financial that you could be getting from this person where it's like you're waiting. Others of you too, after a fallout, a fight, you're waiting to hear from this person. Like you almost have one foot out, one foot still in. It's like, there's I could go out, I could do A, B, and C, but I'm trying to see if he's going to call. I'm trying to see if she's going to respond. I'm trying to see, if this situation still has, possibility left in it. And so I feel some of you just deep down, you're not even excited, or you might not be hearing from this other person. And you feel like, when they call me, I'm going to do this, or, he says this, I'm going to do that. That's going to become exhausting. So, again, that's your challenge, not trying to trick the system, not playing these mind games, that sort of thing. Allowing the situation to heal. It's going to take some time before that happens. Meanwhile, I do feel like you both are guarded. One person is a little less guarded than the other person, but there's still guardedness here, definitely. Because the person that's not as guarded feels like they have possibilities or options, or, it wasn't that deep, it wasn't that serious. Where the other person is like, I've been going through this bullshit with you for the longest time. So, come on now, Geminis, some of you are not the easiest to deal with. That's what I've been told. There's all of this changing here, changing there. So some of you Geminis may be feeling like, oh, it's not that bad. The other person's like, no, you just don't understand. They may not have told you, you may not have taken it serious, but there's been a lot of things that's gone on over and over and over and over again. And they're out there what's in, they about had it. And some of you just feel like, listen, this is just banter. This is, this is just a sport for me. This is not a big deal. I do feel like there's a wanting to work things out and a possibility of working things out between the two of you. A realization of like, I really do love this person, or them, you, that sort of thing. But it looks like there is going to be some needing to walk away from the situation. This could be down the line between the two of you, really discovering your feelings for the person. Hopefully it's not going to be too late. Okay. By the time you come to a realization of your feelings for someone, especially if this is just, conflict and bouts of arguing back and forth, and you guys are taking a break, and there has been some heartache and pain and some disappointment and that sort of thing, and trying to come at it in a better way. Gemini men, you need to really know who you love and express that love. But some of you may try to pour it out and say, you know what, to hell with this love. But that's, again, down the line. Some of you may. Others of you, when it comes to you Gemini women, there is an opportunity for you to kind of balance out your emotions. Some of you may be a little too feisty, again, not balanced. So being more emotionally balanced and consistent with your emotions, I feel will definitely, be better, because the advice is to take a step back and learn. If your relationships are crumbling down, learn Gemini, what are you learning from the situation? Is there a pattern? Take a step back, because again, there is someone out of the two people here, there's somebody that's not really learning a lesson, because they don't even take a step back to see what the hell they're doing, because they feel like there's really nothing that they're doing. So there's a lesson to be learned here, Geminis, and it's time for you to kind of, for some of you, don't come yelling at the screen if you feel like that's not me, the other person. It could be the other person, of course, but there is a lesson to be learned by someone. As a result, I do see there's going to be a change of events by the end of the week, ones that are karmic. And again, it has everything to do with how you're going to approach this, how you're going to react to a situation, how you're going to interpret it, and thus what your actions is going to be, which will tell how karmically things will set up between you and this person as time goes on. So that's what I have for you guys. If you would like the extended, click that link below, because we're going to look at the feelings between the two of you. Who's who? Because I'm not really sure who in the hell is who here, but who's who? Your feelings, their challenge when it comes to you. What do they regret the most? What will their actions be when it comes toward you? And what will be the result of their actions as well as yours? We're going to find out a little bit deeper of, what's going to work out and what's going to happen with the situation between the two of you. Also, there's going to be these love cards I'm drawing. And in that, we're going to look at the thoughts when it comes to you, their thoughts for you, as well as what do you want to tell you deep down inside if they could. So if you're interested, again, click that link below. We'll get started with that. Otherwise, I would love to hear from some of you Geminis. People don't want to admit that they have some things, some issues that's going on with them. So let us know, Gems, if you would like, only if you like, how things are resonating with you. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Gemini.